Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to this wonderful channel again, and I appreciate those of you who keep watching my videos, who stream, who follow me on TikTok, Facebook, and for those of you who subscribe to my YouTube channel, I just want to say a very big thank you wherever you are supporting me from. May God bless you. So today I want to talk to you about an exciting and amazing topic which I believe and I trust that you will love this topic, because this is something that has eaten deep into the heart of our community, and it's something that we really need to look into and see if this is really what it is, or we as human beings we are making this up in our head and letting this thing to eat into our heart. So I want to ask you, what are the secrets? What is actually failure? What does failure means to you? That's a very big question, because most of us think, well, I failed, failing is failing. But what does it actually mean to you? So it is normal as human beings that at some point in our life we fail from one particular thing to another. Now we fail in our day-to-day activities, in the project we set for ourselves, and we fail in many things that we want to do, in a lot of things that we want to do, but only very few people learn from it and knows how to make use of it to be more successful in the future. Yeah, so in this video I'm going to explore the meaning of failure and the relationship between failure and success. So I encourage you to stay with me in this video so you get to know these things. Thank you. So it's very natural for us to avoid things that will end up in failure, right? It's very natural for us to avoid things that will end up in failure, because failure is actually very embarrassing. It's very painful. For instance, you're doing something before a group of people, or you're actually anchoring a particular program, and at the end of the day you end up failing at it. Or for instance, those of you who can relate, those of you who actually have presented a particular project or the other, you find out that when you fail in your project, it's actually very embarrassing and very painful. But here is it: failure is something that is inevitable in the life of every human being, right? But here pops the very big question: what actually is failure? Before you term failure to be bad or good, you need to understand the meaning of failure. If it's something that is really bad, or it's something that is in between. Because they say failure can be defined as what? They say that failure can be defined as lack of success, or the inability to meet up some certain expectation that we have set up for ourselves. But the problem here is some of us, we tie ourselves to our failing. You tie ourselves to the failures that we had in the past, and thereby making it to affect our self-worth, our self-esteem, and our self-respect. You think, you look at yourself that I failed in so and so, and I'm not so good at it. You look at yourself, I do not deserve this because I failed in it. I do not deserve that because I failed in that. But that is actually a very big lie. The truth is, you didn't actually fail, right? You learned something that you didn't know the last time you tried it, because every time you try a particular thing, you become better at it, right? I want you to understand what I'm trying to say, that you didn't actually fail, but there was something that you didn't know that you knew now. So the more you practice something, the better you become at it. For instance, failure is a very nice thing. It's good, not very nice in some sense, but it is good. It's a good thing in the sense that you learn a way to become more successful in the future. There is a saying that says that if you are not failing, it means that you are not actually trying at all, right? You need to fail, you need to try, and if you fail, it means that, well, you tried and it didn't work out, and it means that there is something that you don't know. You need to learn, and you learn from your mistake, and you learn from your failure. So failure could be something good. And besides, they say that when there was a scripture in the Bible that says, when you are in turmoil, when you fail in particular thing, you should not regret the fact that you failed, but give thanks to the Lord because of the joy that comes after failing. Because once you fail, it gives you it gives you the heart and the mindset that you need to do better next time. You need to do better than you did in order not to repeat your failing. Okay? So failing could not be a good thing. Failing could be something good. Failing could, you could use failing to develop yourself. Failure is only bad when you fail at a particular thing, then you remain there. You see yourself to be what? You see yourself that you're not capable, you are incapable of doing it, you are incapable of that, you do not deserve that, then you remain there. But failure is when you fail at something, you're lying on the floor, you pick yourself up and get back on the race. Okay? So failing is not these things that you consider failing. These things are the expectations that we set for ourselves. We gave ourselves these goals. So when you fail at it, it means that you only need to do better. Do not consider yourself failing, therefore you're not going to try again. Remember, the bulb filament was tried over 1,000 times before they actually got what they wanted to do. So just see yourself that you are not failing, that every time you are unsuccessful at doing a particular thing, you only learn something that you wish you knew the first time. The more you practice something, the better you become at it. Okay, that is something that you should have at the back of your mind, that you're thinking that what is actually failure. So when you're watching this video, you think of something that you've tried in the past and you consider that you failed at them. Did you actually fail at them, or you gave up? That's the question I want you to ask yourself. Did I fail or actually give up in this thing? Because if you didn't give up, believe me, you would have made success in them. So I encourage you, do not consider yourself as failure again. Henceforth, see yourself as somebody who is learning from his or her mistakes, from something that you didn't know in the past. So see yourself like somebody who is, we learn every day. So it's a privilege for you to have failed in something that you are doing, because if you didn't fail, it means you are not trying. As I quote Denzel Washington, the legendary actor Denzel Washington, he said, if you didn't fail, it means that you're not even trying. So an applause for yourself for failing. And know that these are not failures, but these are actually what? They are time for you to learn some certain things that you didn't know in the past. Thank you so much for watching this video to this point, and if you watched this video to this part, please, I encourage you to click the subscription button below. Leave a comment for us, let us know what you think or your thoughts on failures, and do not forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook and Instagram. Do have a lovely week.